ever annual Game of the Year discussion, I guess. So we're just going to go through a couple of different games that we believe are top contenders for the Game of the Year. And for this year, 2018 in particular, we will be going through God of War, Monster Hunter World, Red Dead Redemption 2, and Spider-Man, and a few other notable mentions. So to start things off, we'll go with God of War. So, gentlemen, who's played God of War? Fantastic.
Boy.
Boy.
No, that's a God of Boy.
God of Boy.
God of Boy. God of Boy.
Dad of War.
Dad of War, that's it. That's awesome.
Dad of War.
Yes,
I like
Dad
that.
of War.
Bash, what do you have to say about that?
Well, I think Dad of War is like fantastic. Really great game. Revolutionary, to be honest. Game of the generation, my personal opinion.
Okay.
But that's all.
That's just your personal opinion. And then moving on, Kunle.
Okay, I have a couple of points if you don't mind me talking about them. Really, I love the story, right? The story is very compelling. Coming of age story for two people. One, obviously, the son of Kratos, right? I don't know if I should mention names or anything, so I'm just going to keep it. Boy. One, boy. And then two, Kratos. Kratos is actually a dad. He's not just a murdering, Spartan with extreme rage. He's actually matured into an individual. The story is amazing. Moving on, seamless gameplay, beautiful open world, very emotional, right? Very fantastic and satisfying animation and sound engineering. And, well, just so I don't take it all, the deep, the deep RPG elements in upgrading Kratos is kind of much deeper than any other God of War game. Very, very satisfying. Even at the end of the game, there's so much more growing you can do, and for me, it just blew me away. I was absorbed. I was inside there. I was Kratos screaming boy every single time.
Timmy, what do you have for us?
First off, lots of boy. Nice here. And I like the camera angle and the panning in the entire game. It was amazing. I like the way you could level up Kratos. I like the action. It went beyond hack and slash that we're used to from 1, 2, 3 and the PSP ones.
True.
So I think this was a really good game.
We've had like a hack slash.
Yeah, could I also add something to what both of you said regarding camera angles and the seamlessness of it? And I think that one of the main selling points of the game was the fact that there are no cutscenes. Yeah. It's literally seamless from gameplay to story to gameplay. The entire game is a single cut. And I don't think enough people realize the gravity of that till they start playing it. And nothing like that in the history of gaming.
So after that, you actually forget that you're not in the cutscene anymore.
Exactly.
So you're still waiting to do something. Then you hit the jump.
Exactly. That happened to me so many times.
And you forget that the cutscene is gone.
Yeah.
And gone are the days where before, like PS2 days, where graphic comparison was totally different.
And there's a huge black screen and then loading something before you stop playing.
So much.
And then,
Baz, how did that make you feel?
Okay, so Kratos was always this one-dimensional character for me. So even though God of War had like dope-ass combat, I still thought the character was shit. So until they released this new God of War, I kind of didn't have anything to say that Kratos was like a dumbass and all that stuff. So I feel like the voice acting, combat, and everything in the game is great. Yes.
music is fantastic.
Alright, that's God of War. Next up, Monster Hunter World. World,
yes.
Perfect.
Okay.
So I know we have some really passionate people, so I'm just going to give some of the other less intense people a chance to jump in first. So who'd like to go first?
So passionate. The game is really hard. It is really hard. You've got like 14 weapons to choose from. I jump into the game, I'm like, what am I supposed to use? Sword, the insect blade that makes you jump up and down, the mace that's as slow as... And then, once you start your move, you can't stop. You just swing and you just swing away. And the poke is just running. Running this way, you're swinging that way. You jump up with the insect glaive, you're in the air and the monster's gone. I'm just like, oh my gosh. No one expecting. Who wants to talk about this?
Nothing to say.
Okay, Babs, you seem like you're holding yourself. What do you have?
I would say Monster Hunter World has like maybe the most content out of all the Game of the Year nominees.
The most
Because
content.
I feel like it's a game that keeps on giving every single time. They have a great community, and the hunt is on.
This is on.
No way.
Brilliant. Wait, what do you have?
Okay, so I only played it once, if I'm honest, right?
We appreciate that.
Yeah, but I kind of experienced just a little bit of what Routine was experiencing, or sorry, Torrent Senpai was experiencing, and that was the combat. And I knew, but what I felt was that I could probably get it if I played it long enough. But for a pickup, it was gonna be slow. Like I played it at a gaming event, so I couldn't hog the controller for the next couple of hours to figure it out. But it did look like fun. I did think it looked like I'd get really into it. From what I've read, it has lots of wonderful RPG elements. And there's one other thing. Yeah, I think it's really cool that it can be multiplayer and it has crossovers.
That's awesome. So basically, you got wrecked and you're like, but I think I can still hack this now.
Yes.
And of course, our resident monster hunter himself.
Yes. I first played Monster Hunter on PSP like way back, and I was absolutely crap at it. It was absolutely savage. And the thing is that I kind of like, I almost like didn't get this game at all, and I just somehow like just really got interested when I saw like all the stuff that they added into World. Because the great thing about it is they've made it a lot more accessible for the casual gamer, which was me. But now I'm 500 hours strong, so I don't think I'm quite casual. I think, thank you. And about the game, as Shai Saidu said, it does have a huge amount of content. Perhaps not in comparison to previous Monster Hunter games, as veterans will tell you, but there is a lot to discover, especially since each of the 14 types of weapons, they actually all control quite differently, and it effectively makes it a new game every time. And if you combine that with all the types of monsters that you fight, because yes, as a friend here said, Torrent said, you do have to commit to your attacks, and that is true. Committing is important. Knowing when to commit is knowing when to commit is important, and knowing where to stand, your positioning as well, and the timing of your attack. So what happens is when you put all these things together, your timing, your positioning, and the particular kind of monster you're fighting with, the particular kind of weapon you are using, and the environment in which you are in, all those permutations come together to form a rhythm and a dance that once you get into the game becomes nigh inescapable. Because I first started playing it, I got the game and then I played for 22 straight hours. My friends were worried about me. I was worried about me at a point in time, but I was like, it's fine, I need to get this Rathian shell anyways. But that game is awesome, very awesome. I very much look forward to what they have to bring next, and I think most of the world does as well, because hey, it's Capcom's most successful title, period, to date. 10 mil, which is nothing to sneeze at. So yeah,
You just
And then we have it from our resident experts himself, Monster Hunter World. Okay, moving on, we have the most recent edition, I think, Red Dead Redemption 2. That's Rockstar coming at you one more time.
Yeah.
Coming at you one more time. I haven't played, but I've heard it has like two CDs. Is that true?
Yeah, 2 CDs, fam. Two CDs. I opened the Xbox case and I'm like,
Are you sure that's not an Xbox thing?
no. I'm not sure. Yeah, I opened it. I'm like, oh, there's a second CD.
Now that's not like a second CD. Like, oh, it's just like an audio track, or like
Installation disc 1, game disc 2.
About 80 gig, fam.
Then you use about an hour to install both.
I thought I was
So
the only one.
when you get it, you're like, oh, time to play. And you put it first in the guy.
Like 2 days later.
When the first one finishes, you're like, okay, let's get into this. Then put second disc.
So you can't go start it until both discs are
both
finished.
discs.
Yeah,
Then
because
once you install, this first disc is useless. Total, yeah, you don't need it anymore once you install it. You just use the second disc as your gaming disc.
You just keep it simple.
Xbox, Xbox,
How would they do
You
this?
can't say that.
just
Let him explain.
Did anybody download it? By chance,
Expert.
knows about the downloads?
Yeah, but I think that like my complete game plus the update is about 120 gig.
Yeah, but cut across everything.
That is crazy. But moving along from install times to the actual meats of it,
Game
what did you guys find?
The game is awesome.
It's awesome.
My first impression, white.
Why?
I haven't seen snow like that anywhere. It was amazing. The cinematics is awesome. The voice acting on point. The NPCs are hilarious. Like they're hilarious. I love how you can interact with most of the NPCs like with the left trigger.
Yeah.
Also. And then this is a game. I keep telling everyone this is a game where the balls of the horse shrink.
When it's
Tell me
cold.
that.
Yeah.
When it's cold.
Yeah, he's never told
That's
us.
probably like
Sorry,
small
I didn't tell
times
you,
or
but-
so.
Now you know.
just you guys just think about it. There's a game, not about horses, but it's focused on. It's so in depth that when you go into the cold environment, the balls of the horse they shrink. They're like
Attention to detail.
How did you even get to
Dude,
know
I
that?
see that, man. I see it.
And don't forget the dynamic pooping scripts, you know?
Bro. Moving on from balls and poop, I think
But it's
you can raise the bar a little bit more.
Okay, but for me though, this is my game of the year.
This is your game.
This is my game of the year.
Do tell.
Because this game, the 8 years shows, you would understand why it takes so long to make a Red Dead game. This game, attention to detail is phenomenal. Like coming from cold to hot or ball shrinking, NPCs have like 1,000,001 things they want to say to you. Like you can meet an NPC now and it's saying one thing and the next NPC is saying another thing and you're doing different things. You hardly repeat an NPC task. The lighting is remarkable. The race through the leaves of the trees, the thunderstorms,
So let's say the whole environment
the
is just
environment is on point.
fantastic. And at that point, Babs, you want to jump in?
Yeah, I just wanted to say, so it's very different from all the games we get now. Like, for instance now, like Spider-Man, when you just get into like the world map, you see so many things, missions, side quests and all that stuff.
Powerful.
That there's so much like you don't even know which one to do, like just an overload. But this one has nothing like that. The world is just there. There are not that many. There are not as many as the Ubisoft games or the Spider-Man games, but they're just. It's not that much. It doesn't overwhelm you with like stuff to do. So you.
But
and
there is
actually-
that lot of stuff to do.
Yeah, but you have to go looking for it. You can take your time. It's not rushing you that okay, there's the Sable guys here, there's the side mission here, or you have to go to this tower to unlock it or something like that. And there's like tiny details like his hair growing, you have to shave him, you have to bathe him, you have to like
bathe?
Yeah.
You got
If you have
If you're
to-
dirty,
if
you are dirty, NPCs react to you differently. They can tell you like they have different comments for how you look.
Oh wow.
Because you can virtually say hi to everybody in the game. You can virtually pet a dog, horses.
and everything. So
and everything.
your
If you eat
appearance
too
is
much, you
actually-
can get fat.
That's amazing, Babs. You took that much attention to their detail.
yes, no.
I'm personally upset because I have to do all this stuff in real life. I go to games to escape this. Anytime I have to be like clean and take care of myself in the game as well.
People have it, someone can give you your bath.
Oh
Yeah.
okay.
So, weirdly enough, when you just said it like that, and that's what pops to my mind was Sims. This seems to be like westernized, like Wild West Sims.
It's like a West. It's not like
It's
But
like
okay,
a
I mean,
West.
it's more than that.
It's not
like
like
a
Western,
Western
it's like
sim.
Second Life.
You guys shouldn't forget about the story too.
It's like
no spoilers.
their best
But I've heard
rockstar
it's
story
really good.
ever.
Ever?
Yeah.
Like
Everything
ever,
about Rockstar
ever?
games.
I've played pretty much.
Yeah.
Almost everything. And for me, okay, maybe just put personally, this is one of the best games. One of the best stories. Otto Morgan is a very engaging
Character.
character.
Alright, there we have it, guys. Red Dead Redemption
Oh, wait, I have
2.
I have a couple things I want to say.
I mean, went through balls and pooping dynamic
Yeah,
scripts.
so that was. I mean, that was just part of more of the attention to detail they've had in the game.
Okay.
But talk about God of War. God of War is also a massive open world, has great character development, but the world is not as alive. It just has monsters, right? And the same characters that you see that you interact with over and over again. But here, so many different people that mean nothing. You can kidnap a random black person and take it to the KKK.
Yeah, you don't do that.
No, but I mean, like you can kidnap people. You can treat people well. You can just drive right up into the middle of the forest and find some secret that you didn't know was there and interact with those people. Like, and the world is absolutely massive. So it's just a pretty awesome game in that sense.
All right, perfect. And our last contender, Spider-Man. Your famous web slinger. Your neighborhood friendly?
Friendly neighborhood.
Friendly neighborhood.
Spectacular. Amazing.
Spectacular. Amazing.
Astonishing.
Astonishing.
Ultimate.
Superior. Superior Spider-Man. Insomniac's return to glory. That's what they hope.
I mean, it's not never left.
I mean,
Well,
yeah,
it's
but
already
they kind of went down.
Yeah.
Ratchet and Clank,
Yeah.
True. So, Spidey, what do you gotta say? Come on, give me some.
Oh man, I'm on it right now. I'm not done with it, but from what I've played, it's very good. The way, one of the first things I noticed was when you start swinging, like magic, the music starts playing. Every time, that's very cinematic. So you can be web slinging, wall running with some really nice music at the background. It makes you feel like a superhero. So in your mind, for like a minute, you can forget that you are just sitting down and holding a controller. It gives you that feeling of I'm Spidey and I'm web slinging through New York. And the dynamics between Spidey and Peter Parker is pretty decent. Like you get to see him from both sides. Normally, it's always just Spidey. Nobody really goes about talking about his alter ego. Yeah, so dynamics between him and Mary Jane and Aunt May, pretty okay. But it's not my game of the year though.
I mean, you know your game of the year.
It's not. It's alright.
But you're still impressed that
Very impressed. Yeah, Insomniac did a pretty decent job.
Alright,
Play
thank
this.
you for that. Anybody else have some strong views about a web slinger?
I think Spidey is awesome. He's one of my favorite characters. Disclaimer to putting out there. And swinging, I saw the E3 trailer, I saw people playing it, and I'm like, okay, yeah, he's swinging, it looks nice. And then I held the controller, and I was swinging, and I was web zipping, and I was jumping, and I was wall crawling, and I'm like, I'm Spider-Man. So the game's awesome. The fighting, the combat reminds me of Batman, the Batman game, the Arkham series, and I really enjoyed that. So I like how they've implemented this in this game. I like the way Spider-Man talks and makes fun of the baddies when he's beating them. Yeah, it's a good game.
Yeah. Ryan, what do you think about Spidey?
So basically, it was one of my most anticipated game, which it took me a very long time to touch the controller, like to play it. But like it had a very good graphic. It redefined my comic character because the movie Spider-Man came out, then they came again with the game.
So you're able to draw some.
So I was able to, I was really able to connect better with the game, really. And the gameplay, the story, as Rotimi said, was more perfect. Like it had this, they were able to sync everything together.
That's brilliant.
Yeah,
okay, so everything seems like a happy coincidence for everything. Right, you?
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, everybody kind of mentioned pretty much everything I could talk about this game, to be honest. But I'm going to go for a little nostalgia here. I like to throw back to Spider-Man 2. Swinging, even Spider-Man 2 was when they first perfected the swinging because in Spider-Man 1, you're throwing webs into the sky. And Spider-Man 2, everything connects to a building. And I think what really brought it home for me was watching a documentary where a fan actually took a copy of the game to the person who designed the web sling in Spider-Man 2 and said, hey, have you tried this? And the guy took it on plane and it's just like, he's like, I don't know how it's gonna feel. The next thing he's just like, this feels great. And he was talking about his whole experience about designing the swinging and how he had tried to do it for Spider-Man 1, but like, no, it was too expensive. And then he did it for Spider-Man 2, and they're like, lead, production for Spider-Man 2, and he just totally enjoyed. He didn't have PS4, so he bought a PS4 to play Spider-Man 4. So Spider-Man 4 PS4, and yeah. Also, there's this like mission. You know, the polygonal faces in PS2 era. There's actually a place in Spider-Man where if you go to one of the boats,
people.
The boat people, and they look just like the polygonal thing, and it's just like a throwback to Spider-Man 2. There's a lot of homage to a lot of different forms of Spider-Man media in the game, so it's really a love story to Spider-Man. That's what I really love about it.
Okay. And there you have it, guys. That about wraps up our nominees for Game of the Year. So we had, just to recap, God of War, Monster Hunter World, Red Dead Redemption 2, and Spider-Man on PlayStation 4. Thank you guys for listening, and if you enjoyed this video, like, share, subscribe, all the usual stuff, and we'll catch you around next time. Ciao.
Cool.